November 18th, 2020 meeting.
On second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. All right, first item is a public hearing for the request for conditional use permits to allow pet boarding facility in a D2 highway business district located at 1035 West Fond du Lac for Marcy Culver. Time is now 7:01. I will call the public hearing open. Are there any comments from the public?
Here to represent Marcy, so.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not too far from there. In fact, this is where my old office used to be. And anyway, what is all gonna be there for how many dogs or whatever?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a small shop similar to the one downtown. I don't know how many dogs.
We groom like 5 a person, so 2 people we groom is about 10 dogs per day. And we only want to open about 10 boarding suites, so that would open up 10 boarding spots for 10 dogs. So,
Like more of a grooming place?
yeah. Yeah, that's why we've been downtown this whole time and we haven't had boarding, we just had the grooming. So that's what we're mainly focused on, we just wanted to open up the boarding for our students.
They still want a lot of barking.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. So I run our West Salem one, and we're in a residential area, so we have houses literally all around us. So we know how to keep the dogs quiet. We don't let them out, too early in the morning or late at night, because we know that makes the neighbors unhappy. So we try to be very mindful of keeping the noise quiet for sure.
Okay. Any other comments from the public? Hearing none, time is now 7:03. I will close the public hearing portion. Any discussion from the committee?
Are we talking about a year renewal at a time? How is the conditional use permit gonna be?
It's at our discretion.
Okay. Because I know sometimes it's on a yearly basis, depending upon where it is in the city. I mean, I don't have any problem with it, because it's on a highway. It's on Highway 23, so it's not the same as being in a residential area. So, okay. I'm fine, thanks for answering that, Mayor.
My question, you had mentioned something about letting them out at a certain point during the day. Do you guys take them out individually?
Usually, yeah. Or if there's like siblings together, like, some people have 2 dogs, we'll maybe let those 2 out together, but generally it's, one at a time. And they have like a little suite inside, so they just take them out and bring them back into their suite.
Okay. And so you're not gonna have a fenced-in area, there's no
We
plans
will,
for that?
yeah, we will have a
Where are you gonna
small
put
little fenced-in area.
There is no place in that, and if it's not in front of the building,
We're still working that out with our fence guy. So we're not quite sure right now if we're even going to put in a fence, but for sure we're going to, because we don't have very many boarding dogs, we're gonna take the dogs for walks individually instead of put up a fence. And then in the future we might put up a fence, but yeah, you're right, there's like no real good spot to put it, so we're gonna try and figure out something. But we're just gonna walk the dogs for right now.
So the current request doesn't include a fenced-in area?
Oh,
I mean, that's-
okay. Oh, perfect, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just clarifying.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I understand what's on the table, because it is relevant, the footprint that you're asking for on this, that's gonna be utilized in the
that's my
current.
main concern, because I
Yeah.
don't wanna see a fence in front of that building
Yeah.
where there's a bunch of dogs running around
Yeah.
in it, out,
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I think that is okay. We can just do the walks.
On an individual basis, okay. Or 2 at a time, or whatever. I don't think anybody's trying to restrict that. But it's important that the commission knows exactly what you're requesting, because that's the nature of initial use. How are you gonna use the property and what use will be made of it?
Okay.
So if at this time there is nothing on the plans or a
Okay.
fenced-in area,
Yeah, we'll
then
just leave it.
it would be approved at that, and then I think Mr. Iverson's suggestion that we come back annually
Yeah.
would give you that opportunity to say, okay, we're thinking of putting it here, or we got a permission from adjoining property, or we bought some adjoining property, would be a change that you would bring back at a later date. So the idea that we would have it as a one-year review, it's something new in our community, and so I think that may make sense, and it's up to the commission whether they include that. Is there anything else that you're doing special with the building, exterior-wise?
No, we're just replacing the sign, we're getting our sign put up.
Okay.
So that's about it.
Okay, so no other structural exterior changes?
No.
Interior, you're obviously creating these spaces
Yeah.
for the dogs to be able to stay overnight, and then creating the grooming area.
Yeah.
On the main level, are the units going to be below? I don't know if I know the lay of the land.
Yeah, so the basement is where all the boarding suites will be. It's not like really a basement, it's just
Lower
like the
level.
lower level.
Okay,
There's just a bunch of little rooms, and when it was New Image, they were massage rooms.
okay,
People like rented out and stuff, so we're gonna make them into little individual boarding suites.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
On this aerial view, it shows like a driveway that connects to Cliff's Tire and Battery, but I'm taking that that's still a private drive. Am I just assuming?
Is that a road?
I don't know if it's a road or,
It's not a road.
yeah,
I think the driveway connects to the back parking lot of what used to be the hair studio.
Cliff's
'Cause there's angle-
driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can drive right through there.
Yep.
So there is actually room if down the road they wanted to put a fenced-in area there, maybe that would be a spot, as long as they don't have to drive, keep that open. Okay, as long as it's still private property, then they would have a spot.
Do you guys, when you take the dog, whatever, out, do you clean up daily or?
Immediately, yeah.
Every, okay.
Yep.
So that's
And
just
get my
ongoing?
glasses to set.
Yes, yes, we use like,
Oh.
pet waste bags and then we spray it.
Okay, yep, yep.
Yeah, it connects, but it still must be private property.
In the back end,
Yeah,
yep. Where that blue line was?
yeah, that's gotta be the line, yeah.
Any other further questions or discussion?
We don't have a motion yet?
Not yet,
Okay.
if you'd like to make one.
I'll make a motion to approve the conditional use permit for, pet boarding.
You want to spell out any conditions? I think specifically that there will be no outside fenced-in area at this time.
I'll accept it as a friendly amendment.
Yep, thank you. And do we want the annual review?
I would think so.
Mhm.
All right.
I would maybe suggest that the dogs are accompanied as they're taken out, so that it's not fenced in and not just tied up, unaccompanied.
Okay,
That would be my suggestion.
all right, so no dogs will be allowed
They will always. be
Yeah.
Sure.
supervised for
unaccompanied
safety.
But just to
outside
mention,
of
that's a
the
good point.
current structure that you are remodeling.
I'll second, yeah.
So just to confirm, the motion is to approve with a 12-month renewal or review.
Yep.
Currently, no fence in the plan, and dogs must be accompanied on walks. That everything?
I believe so.
Okay. Any further discussion on that motion?
Was there a second?
I second, yes.
Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous.
Good luck.
Just a side note, have they put in an offer on the building yet?
Yes, Marcy actually closed on me.
I saw it on Facebook today.
It's done, that's true.
All right.
They own it.
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck in the remodel. There. All right, moving on, we have two certified survey maps. First one is for James and Whitney Keys on Caribou Avenue. Both of these are extraterritorial.
Okay, I can say that they're just combining these two existing lots, it's already subdivided, and they're combining two existing lots into one so that they can build their house on the, right where the, one of the property lines used to be, between lot one and lot two, is where they would like to build the house. And so, that's the object here. And they already did a perk test out there.
And the reason this commission is involved is because it's within a mile and a half of the city, so any land division or requires plan commission review.
I don't see any issues with it. I will move to approve.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of approving the certified survey map for James and Whitney Keys, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Next one is again extraterritorial, Cedar Ridge Real Estate Investments on Dartford Road.
This is just a 3 acres that Dennis Kozlowski is gonna purchase from the Averys at Cedar Ridge Real Estate. His buildings are fairly close to the line already on the west side, just to give him more room, and he wants his 3 acres for ag purposes.
Are those 3 acres already zoned ag?
Yeah. Colin already approved it.
I move to approve this as well, as it is.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing no discussion on that one, all those in favor of approving the certified survey map for Cedar Ridge Real Estate Investments, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved as well.
Very good. I didn't
Oh,
say no.
yep.
All right.
That's it.
This is
Oh, yeah, one more.
Just an update from last time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just one copy, or?
This is the original here.
Lori, is he selling? Is he selling the storage unit? No.
There's this one.
Okay.
Okay, here's plan portion. For the Hughes one. Thank you, Lori. You already have copies.
I do, yeah,
Mhm,
thank
okay.
you.
Good, thank you.
All right,
Thank you much.
thank you.
Thanks, Dennis.
Take care, Dennis.
Yeah, me too.
Want to move on to project updates and staff reports, Lori?
So, our building inspector isn't here tonight, she wasn't feeling well, so, she did receive a letter at the last meeting. Eric inquired about the status of the asphalt on the storage units. She followed up with him, and it appears that he is going to be selling the property, and the new owner is aware of the asphalt requirement and that it needs to be done ASAP in 21. And the other item that you had asked about was the retention pond by Alliance Laundry. So Sue did pull out the landscaping plans for that, and she's going to work the corner landscaping, because it's in the line of sight, and a corner can only be 24 inches tall. So
Okay.
she is going to work with them on that piece of it.
All right.
She'll report back at next month's meeting.
Was there also, on that rental building, there was also a landscape plan with that, I believe?
I will ask her to check
Double-
into
You
that.
can double check, but
Okay.
I believe,
Yeah, I believe also.
I think there
I
was.
kinda noted it when
because
I drove by.
I wanna say that if I remember correctly, there was discussion with Bill that night
Yep.
about,
Yep, I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay, I will
I
have her
agree
check on that
with that,
too.
yeah. I kinda,
Which-
I drove by and I just thought to myself,
The
something's
Which
missing.
rental building?
yeah,
Yeah.
Those, the storage buildings.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'll ask
Oh,
her to
there-
look into
okay.
that.
Yep.
And that's all I have.
Mike, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, then, is there any suggestions for future agenda items?
We're hoping to have the Vermont Parkway Terrace plans ready hopefully by January.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that should be hopefully on the agenda.
All right. Anything else? Is there a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn and get the heck out of here.
Second.
Move in second, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? We are adjourned at 7:18.